Hi everybody, so I'm back as I said I would be. Right, so we made the doily book. I've just made it actually, so you've probably seen it as I've just made it. So that is now dry and the ends are starting to get a little bit tacky, so that means that's drying well. I'm going to put that aside. Now I'm going to show you how I would dye some colours. Before I go any further, come on in, Rosie. Come in. My dog was moaning to get up on her bed. I had doilies in the way. I'd moan too for something that was on my bed. Right, okay. So we've got cosmetic shimmers here. We have the following. We have green, cream, pink, brown, and that's sort of a peachy kind of colour. So I want the front of our book to be pink and brown. I think nice pink, I think. So I'm going to start off with pink. Now, you can use anything to do this. I am just going to pick a few things out that I know I may use. So I've put, last night I put all my small doilies in here, small appliques and all sorts in here, right? So we're going to pick a few out because all these will go on the front of the book. That would look pretty on the front. I don't know whether that would, so if we do, see if I've got another one of them. And you can use almost anything. I want, that's what we're aiming for, but not that sort of bright. Show you how to dye it down too. Have we got any more in here? One there. Oh, and there's some leaves. Now I should have some more leaves somewhere. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. What's in here? Now I always have like different baskets for different things. I've just spun you around. We'll have some of that. 'Cause that always comes in handy, especially if it's dyed. I don't know whether I can make my mind up. See, there's just loads of things in here. My big sort of patterns. I think we're going to take the basis of that. It's a long peacock it is, but I'm going to take the tail of it off. It's going to be tailless, if that's even a word. And we'll have some of this. Right, that should be about it now. I think, methinks. Unless I've got anything in this box. Let's have a look. Oh, I did want to dye. Oh, I know what I wanted to dye. I have got some of this, but I tell you what I did want to dye. Change colour of. Some of this. I want to do some of that. Now, I don't want everything to be pink. I just want certain things on the front cover. Now, like I say, you can pick almost anything to play about with. Sorry guys, I didn't even realise my phone was on. You can pick anything to play about with. It doesn't have to be what I've got. Now that is a quite nice, pretty beige colour. You can, I don't want everything on the front to be pink, see, so that's why I'm taking my time as to what. Now I have got some of that trim. I'm going to go and get that trim so we can dye him. Just having a look in my scraps to see. Oh, I've got some of this as well. I might keep that brown. Right, I think I know what I'm doing. I think. Dangerous for me to know what I'm doing. I want some leaves, definitely. Right, I'm going to put that all in there. And I'm going to go and get that trim I said I would get. So I've got, this is what I've got. We have have that rose. I think that would be nice, pretty. One of them. We have that. Some of this. I still think we need a little bit more wedding appliques going on. So let me have a look. And we need some more flowers as well. Yeah. And yes to that. I have been dyeing them, you see. Shall I do that dainty flower trim? I don't want it all to be bright pink, but if I've got enough trim in front of me to play about with, I'm just going to get that trim that I want. Wait a minute. Right, I'm back. Now, there's my trim. So this is the trim I was on about. So I'm going to cut some of this off. That down there, so I know that's down there. Right. Now, like I say, I don't want everything pink, but as long as I've got a good selection in front of me, then we should be good to go. Now, what I'm going to do with this trim, it's looped. And I'm not sure whether I want to keep this brown or keep it pink or dye it pink. So, I'm going to cut a small section off. And then if I want it pink, then I know what it looks like. If I don't, then I don't need it. I'm going to put that down there. I am going to dye those flowers. Right. So I've got a selection of stuff. Now that's what it looks like when you spray the bottle. That's what it looks like. And it's quite a dark, dark pink. I don't want it that dark. So the first thing I need to do is move all my trims to one side. I tend to use some kitchen roll. Right, to do this, so I don't want my mat going pink either. So I've got 3 sheets of nice kitchen roll underneath. I'm going to move my trims up there because I don't want them dyeing pink either. I'll stay up there. Right, now this is what I'm going to do. I have got the stuff I've just picked out. I'm going to lay it down. And then I can see then, from what I've laid down, where I'm going. Now, this is always nice to do colour because you can cut it in half. But I'm going to do 2 shades of the same thing. Now, I know you guys are struggling because that's white on white. Bear with me. I don't want my matte spraying pink, and I know a little bit of spray pink. So what I'm going to do is I've got a few bits and pieces now on my desk. Right, now is the time to mix your colour up. So, use these little dressing pots, and I have got a little brush, 1/4 of an inch brush, okay? Half water in this little pot. There's the cosmetic spray I'm using. I am using Graceful Pink, that's what it's called. And white PVA, school PVA glue. It's about the only thing I use school PVA glue for. 2 dollops. Sorry guys, I didn't realise you couldn't see. 2 dollops of it in the water. See? Right. Oh, I tell you what. Noise. I keep forgetting to knock my phone off. There we are. All off. Turn your cosmetic shimmer. Now I want to get this in shot. I'm going to mix the colour, I think, on my green mat so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. And what we'll do, because it's all white, we will do it and then put it on that kitchen roll. I think that was the best thing to do, because if I do it the other way around, you may not be able to see. Right, I need my tray. I'll tipple them up there. Now, you'll be able to see it on my tray, I know you will. Unscrew the cap. Now you'll get a blob in the spout, right? Tip a little bit in so it dyes that. Now you could use food colouring, but the cosmetic shimmers actually give you the shimmer. Put the cap on, make sure you put the cap on tight and shake it. Now what you'll be left with is pink. See, it's all bubbles at the minute. And then unscrew the cap. That's what you'll be left with. So that is the same colour at the minute as my tray. So I like to keep all my stuff on my tray because it's confined then to, if I'm going to tip it, it'll go in my tray and not on my table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with my wedding applique first. And all you do is take this wedding applique, dip in your brush. Now if it's too light, you're better off putting a little bit in at a time rather than putting too much in and then you can't take the colour away. So if you put in a little bit, I'll test it on the edge now. That is a little bit too light. That's not the colour I'm going for. So I want to add a little bit more colour to it. You're better off putting a little bit at a time rather than putting it all in at once. Don't forget to put the cap on both of them. Gonna give it a good shake. Now that's gone a bit darker now. See, it has gone dark. I don't know why the camera's not picking it up. I'm going to zoom you back down so you guys can see where I am at. And instead of spraying it, if you do it with a brush, A, it's much gentler, and B, you're not getting the full blast of the pink, because the brush is giving you a much gentler strokes. I always use my brushes for almost anything and everything. I use them for dyeing colours. I use them just for everything. Now, I don't know why that's not picking that up. Let me see. I moved it on a piece of kitchen roll. Can you see how light it's come out? You see that? Now those black bits were already on you, so I'm not bothered by that too much, because what I can do is either snip them out or where the black bits are, put some pearls on top. But that's a light pink now. I'm going to put that on my kitchen roll, and as we do it, I'll put it on the kitchen roll. I've got one of these, the other half's probably in the box. And all you do, because it's white, you get to play about with the colours a little bit more. As I'm doing it, I'll put it on the kitchen roll and show you in a sec what it looks like. Now I've got another wedding applique here. And literally all you do, gentle strokes, and sometimes because you've dipped it in liquid and it's on the brushes, all you've got to do is put the brush on top. Watch this now. See, if you wanted to use a dabbing effect rather than brushing, I just find using this method, the method that I've come up with, and if you've been watching me, then you'll know that I use my brushes for almost anything. I just find it more nicer. Right, now I've got this one. So what I'm going to do with this one is a bit different. I'm going to dye it all pink. And then I don't dry them. I just leave them to dry. And I'll get on with another project. Usually on my desk I've got about 4 or 5 different projects on the go. That's what tends to happen. Right, now you see how I got that? You probably can't. I don't know why I think it's too bright. Now there is light pink on the edges. Now I want to make the edges a bit darker. So what I'm going to do, if I spray here, some of it will come on the end. And all I do is take the brush and make the edges of my work a bit darker. And what you'll end up with is a dark on the outside and light on the inside. Let's do this one. Oh, you can actually see the colour now on this one. I think it's because it's a matte. See? And I'm not bothered by the backing or at all. Now I'm not going to dip my brush in this one. I'm just going to use what's on my brush to dye it. So it's sort of is like a pale pink. Now we wanted to give this a go. I'm not going to get all of it. Sorry guys, I moved the camera then. I'm not going to get all of it, but that's quite nice because it's going to give me a two-tone now. And when it dries, I'm going to have sort of white and a bit of pink peeking through. And again, sorry guys, I'm throwing you about today. I did the green the other day. Show you what the green turned out like now. And I'm finding that my cosmetic shimmers go in that a bit further as well, which is brilliant because then I can use it on other projects. I'm live tomorrow night. If you guys want to come over, I'm live 7 tomorrow night. I do lives every Tuesday and Saturday on YouTube at 7 and every Wednesday and Sunday on Facebook at 7. So if you want to come around along for the ride, then I know I've touched the camera, throwing you about. You must feel like you're on a boat. If you want to come along with a ride, it's yeah. And now I've got like a two-tone effect, so I'm just going to move some stuff out the way because I definitely want to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to put this on this kitchen roll in front of me, and like I say, I'm not going to dry it at all with a dryer. I'm just going to leave it do its work, dry naturally. I'm just moving some stuff out of the way for me to put that trim on. And you'll find that I've got quite a nice pink going on now. Now, I did say I was going to do, I'm going to do this trim definitely, because with this one I can cut it in half. yeah, Tuesday on YouTube. If you come along, everything I'm making now between Tuesday and I think it's the 7th of October, is going in the prize draw. Now, I wanted to see whether to keep this brown or to dye it pink. So I've cut a section off. If it works, you see I nearly spilt it then. If it works, then I will cut some more off. If it doesn't, then I haven't used all my trim. Right, a little tip to show you. I haven't done the edge of that. See, if you scrunch it up in your hand and press down on it, then roll it out, it's covered it, and then you've got a different pink again. Now I'm running out of kitchen roll wire. I am. It's giving me like a pinky kind of colour, like peach kind of colour, sorry. Right. What else did I say I was going to do? I think, these leaves. I did say I was going to do that rose, but I'll keep that rose for the inside. Right, because I want these leaves to have a two-tone effect. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the lid back on here now because I won't need this. Right, what a two-tone, right. I can't reach you out anymore. Right, there I am, right. I've sprayed the leaves. So I'm going to put this on this mat, on this kitchen roll. Right, and then I'm going to show you what I've done. So bear with me while I bring this down. See how it's given me, that's just using the peach effect. And this trim, what will happen is I'll have pink and white seeping through. Now, the light isn't actually capturing it all. That was the piece that I scrunched up in my hand. See how it's... I'm just going to move this kitchen roll. And by using the kitchen roll, what I've done is I've stopped it seeping onto my mat, but now it'll dry on that kitchen roll. So I hope you enjoyed that. Come back tomorrow and then I will show you how I'm going to incorporate all this onto that doily book that we've made today. Yeah, come along for the ride. I'm going to do some pictures. So there's lots of different things going on in that book. So what we've done, this is going to be the front cover. The front cover is going to be pink, I've decided. We're going with either pink and brown or pink and white. It depends where we'll be at tomorrow. But I'm not going to touch this with a dryer or an embossing tool. All I'm going to do is dry it naturally. It's just going to be left like that now and it'll dry overnight and I'll come back to it tomorrow. So I hope to see you then. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.